Hey guys, how are you? Good afternoon. Saturday. What is it? October. I don't know. October something. Anyway, let's see. I've got Marsha W and Dolores. Let's see what color you guys come out today. Oh, it's red. I don't like the red. Damn it. Well, maybe I could fix it. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know. Let's see if I can fix the text color and change it. Let's see. Maybe you could be blue. All right, let's see if this works. I made it blue and I'm trying to fix this. So let me get back up. All right. I don't know how to fix this. Oh, well, let's see. Ed. Hi, Ed. Nope, you're all still red. God damn, every time I mess with this. Hi, married. Great afternoon. I just don't think I can change this color of these comments. Maybe I'll put them up here. You could try to see them that way. Well, anyway, I have to tell you, I don't get a lot of trolls on Environmental Coffeehouse. We just don't. Look at this. Moose Gal and Anthrofax. You know, I'm going to call you Anthrofax. Let me try one more time to see if I can. Oh my God, Live the Dreams here. Everybody's here. Let me see if one more time if I can maybe change that text color. I don't think it's going to work, and I don't think I know how to do it without screwing everything up while we're live, so forget it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to read you some snippets. Again, I don't really get a lot of trolls. And this person actually like spammed all of our videos, the group videos, my videos, and I found it extremely funny. And it was weird because last night I came home and I don't know, I just fooled around with the phone and I looked at it and I had somebody that, what did they say? They said, geez, I don't like her anymore. And she laughs at death. And she's narcissist. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. I'm like, narcissist, huh? No, I think I've been married to a narcissist or two. I've probably dated a narcissist or two. But I find all of this pretty funny. And I have to drink my vitamin drink. Okay. So we're going to get started, guys. So I'm going to say hi, and thank you. Basil's here. I wish I could change the color, but I can't, so you probably won't even see it. Ben's here. Great. So Cheryl's here. Hi, Cheryl Hewitt. This is like a Saturday afternoon I never do, but I actually took a fucking shower. And oh, by the way, if you're like not into the word fuck or shit or fuck off, maybe then you might want to leave because I'm in a mood. But this made me laugh. And at first I was thinking, well, if I know this person or if this person knows where I live, then, geez, they may think I'm just a snowflake. They don't know me. They could come to visit and they will be met with a loaded shotgun, right, with the barrel in their face. So that's just a little public service message about where I live and what I am capable of. So getting on with this, and believe me, I'm not a Second Amendment gun nut, and I'm not a Second Amendment voter or any of that shit. I live rurally, and my husband taught me how to take care of myself that way. End of story. I never feel scared. And I think maybe it's a function of age and it's a function of the fact that I hurt all the time. And I came out of 2 weeks of hell. So I'm ready for this rant. I mean, the last 2 weeks were hell, just hell, physically. But that being said, let's get started. This guy calls himself Regular Guy. And he had another one also, by the way, but I didn't print that one out. I just got rid of it, but it was standard denier fare, quoting from Breitbart, that bastion of intellectual intelligence. And then the freedom, what is it? I made a note. It was, the American American Thinker, that's where this person was getting their scientific facts from. So, anyway, let's get started so we can have the laugh of the day because, man, I got it. And like I said, I was just trying to get some housework done because I had gone to my daughter's and I thought, let me check on the computer because the computer's the only place I can see those held comments. So I went on it and I was like a little taken back and I started laughing. And right away I emailed Hambone and then I emailed Chris to show them. I said, oh my God, I've arrived. One more thing though. I do go on a lot of other live streams and channels, but I go on as Environmental Coffeehouse, even though there's other people I'm not the only Environmental Coffeehouse. And I don't have another channel. So it could have been somebody that just followed me from a comment I made, maybe in a political channel, or I don't know. I haven't been shit stirring because I just don't feel, I haven't felt good enough to shit stir. And so I don't know where they came from, but there is look at all this shit. I printed it out because I didn't want to have to read it all. Look at, oh my God. I mean, this person, but the first thing I thought when I read it is they know how to use Word or a word processor that takes a name out and then puts one in. So it's like autofill because everything here is like this person took the time and they troll other channels. So I'm just amongst the trolling channels. And gosh, I hope my connection stays okay. All right. So I think that they could be, because they made a reference to Brexit and they used a Brexit goof, and I'm not going to read it, but the fact that they use a Brexit might be that they're from the UK. But I opened up and I put it in the narrative that Environmental Coffeehouse is a failed abortion whose birth certificate is an apology from the condom factory. Boom, boom. The public posted material from Environmental Coffeehouse stands as a monument to her ignorance. Yay! I thought it was great. And then I'm going to go on because actually some of these are so funny. It really will be the laugh of the day. And Ed says, so glad you're feeling better. Ed, so am I. Oh my God, so am I. That was like the worst flare ever. And I know I hate to whine about my health and all that, but it's like so much a part of my life. But whatever. All right, here we go. I wonder if I should start at the heckler one. It's like this person took comedy pieces. All right, here. I'll read this one. It is agreed by the majority of those involved that the only endearing qualities of Environmental Coffeehouse are incompetence and pathological narcissism. So now I'm a pathological narcissist. Along with her ingrained arrogance because she lacks the gene of empathy. That's news to me. So it was not weird at all. The pale pink sunsuit, lighter than gossamer, it was akin to wearing a moderate blush, covered a brilliant crimson, blue, and green shape. The bright yellow star beamed down through a smattering of scattered cumulus that hung like cotton in a baby blue sky. Environmental Coffeehouse sat beside her imported antique fishing pole, careful not to make contact with the slick and tepid water extruded oil surviving by consuming the tiny eggs of those sea creatures through the endlessly effervescent and irrepressible ulcers. Typically began as erythematosus macules, not much more than a drifting brown mouth lined with electrified nodules. Environmental Coffeehouse, neither profound nor playful, seemed like a wet wind was blowing, and the stench was as usual, a constant, sourceful source of her joy, and as valuable as a canker sore. Apophis stomatitis from the Greek, on a tortoise shell. Who is this? Probably, I don't know. But then the next one. A Treasury Department spokeswoman would not confirm or deny the news, telling the Times that they had a significant number of recommendations for Environmental Coffeehouse. This announcement has been superfluous and is effortlessly as a princess's foot in a shoe. It will likely be a controversial choice, and she will face accusations of nepotism. What the fuck is this shit? This person is a whack job. I mean, just a whack job. Oh, here's another part. Okay. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Environmental Coffeehouse started out ugly, but it's much worse now. The poor thing. Environmental Coffeehouse resides in a place that roaches avoid, which is good for the roaches. Less competition. Naturally, roaches have a higher IQ, that being the reason they avoid Environmental Coffeehouse due to the possibility of transmitted infections. Environmental Coffeehouse's two small eyes, set closely to each other, only spaced apart by a long hooked nose, typically stare at the dirt she collects as a hobby. Tell me, guys, isn't this not like a foray into comedic sickness? I had to laugh. Oh my God. I mean, some of this stuff is so weird. Environmental Coffeehouse had major successful activity. Oh, her major successful activity was as a heckler at charity events for orphan children. Environmental Coffeehouse greatest literacy work was titled The Screwdriver, a tool for our time. A work which was canceled before publication due to protests from environmental groups bemoaning the waste of scrap paper and vegetable ink. Her two closest friends, both serial killers, have let it be known neither one can stand Environmental Coffeehouse either. Her finest employment was as a dance director at a local cemetery. Ba-doom boom. Held annually for the residents. A snarky handwritten message was declined a patient application for a hairstyle using live hedgehogs. Well, I know sometimes my hair is not the best. A snarky handwritten message was also included on the rejected application. Shut up! You'll never be the man your mother is. Additionally, a minor news organization stated Environmental Coffeehouse committed to a disappointing strategy of sound bites for nearly a month. In France, thousands of people wearing yellow vests deployed armored vehicles, horses, and attack dogs around the city for fear of infection and to reduce the birth defects in lab rats. So you get the idea. This has been a foray into, well, kind of like comedic insanity. Oh, wait, there's more. I have to read you the rest. But the person is clearly British, has to be British. And it doesn't really matter because I had so much fun. Let me see what you guys are up to out there. There's a lot of comments. Yeah, it's pretty funny, right? We have to shake our head and laugh. Kim says, Kim says she wants the drugs he's on. Oh man, I wish I had the drugs that he was on, right? I just think it's funny. Oh, hi Wayne. Hi Wayne. Wayne says, oh my God, I can't even. As the day begins, the night falls, and then there is a new sunrise in the morning, creating today. Yeah, isn't that nice? That was nice. Okay, so on this other significant opinions, I saw Environmental Coffeehouse as a psychotic speaker with cookies and dog poop being the principal topic. Anthony Van Capel-Jones, an American news commentator, author, and non-practicing attorney. So that came from TMZ and Fox News. Environmental Coffeehouse has Van Gogh's ear for music. Billy Wilder. I feel so miserable without Environmental Coffeehouse. It's almost like having her hair. Boom, boom. That was a good one. I need a button. Environmental Coffeehouse loves nature in spite of what it did to her. Well, you know, I can't disagree totally, I don't know if it's nature what it did to me, but it certainly is something. And I got hair in my mouth. Okay, Environmental Coffeehouse is not only dull herself, she's the cause of dullness in others. Environmental Coffeehouse was distinguished for ignorance, for she had only one idea, and that was wrong. Benjamin Disraeli. To speak much is one thing, to speak to the point, another. Sophocles, Oedipus at Colonus. And last but not least, on this comedic genius troll, thank you for today. Environmental Coffeehouse can compress the most words into the smallest ideas better than any woman I ever met. Abraham Lincoln. Now, I have no idea if any of these are really attributed to who he took the time to do this. He, she, whatever. But it certainly has made my day. And the old man is out. And I actually took a shower and I said, I'm going to feel good. I'm going to do this. And Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa. She said what's going on. She's going to fold laundry. Yeah. Okay. Well, what's going on is that I have a really funny troll. And actually, though, I think it's somebody from across the pond. And because they mentioned Brexit. And I also think that, well, they're a really pretty rampant climate denier because their other piece, which I didn't even, I didn't want to waste the paper to print because I'm saving this one. They were talking about all of the standard climate change denier fare, and never just trying to say how every alarmist thing is wrong, but they never talk about the Arctic ice, and they never talk about the warmth in the oceans, and they never talk about sea level rise, and they never talk about CO2 other than it's just great for plants. Wow, that's a great one, They don't understand science and they follow crackpot scientists like Dr. Willie Soon. And what's his name? The one that his wife trolled me, but she was different. Last year I read a piece of Peter Carter's book, and I had, I forget, Tim something or other. Tim whatever, climate denying piece of shit who's funded by, I think, the Heritage Institute or maybe the Cato. I don't know. So what are you guys saying? Lisa, it's so nice to see you. I don't know. I'll try to make it tomorrow. The old man's got stuff to do outside, so that's always good. Yeah, and Moose Gal, Lisa, Sandy's reading troll comments, but it was just comedy. I mean, come on, you guys didn't think that stuff was funny? This person just, takes whatever person is there on their shit list today and then puts their channel name in it and goes to town. It was hysterical. Hi, Free Bear. Let's see. Free Bear says, the bot now can translate in real time. Who's the troll? Hambone Littletail? No. Honestly, I don't think it's anybody I know because, again, like I said, I comment as Environmental Coffeehouse, which I probably shouldn't do because of the fact that there is Antonio, there's Jennifer, and I shouldn't really do that. So the other name I have is Ice Free Arctic or something like that, but it was a name that I made. I've changed it because when I thought I was going to be this chronic pain activist, but chronic pain kept me from doing it because I really can't. Well, I can't get rid of the people that have subscribed. And they're from Twitter. And a lot of them, believe it or not, Twitter people in pain, a lot of them are MAGAs. In fact, I'd say 80% were MAGAs, and I was really surprised. But of course, when you're in chronic pain, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks or feels politically because we all have the same kind of problems and we're all human and we all bleed the same blood and, we're all people. And I'm certainly sick and tired of being separate and I'm sick and tired of the hate. I could make this into a political rant because I've been actually really upset. No, you're not. Moose Gal says she's the troll. You are not. No way. Nobody hears the troll. It was just funny. And oh my God, Climate Marcher John Jay. Hi. You finally found a live one. Thank me for what I'm doing. All I'm doing today is just entertaining you with something funny that I found funny. And I certainly cannot ever take personally, and I don't, anything that goes on. I think it could, like, again, it's a function of age. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fucking shit when anybody says, when anybody thinks. I don't care about the thumbs up, the thumbs down. It is what it is. If you don't like me, don't follow me. If you don't like what I say, find someone you like what they say. I like a community. I don't like to, argue or fight. I hate it. But sometimes when I'm feeling good and up to it, I like to have a conversation using facts in a debate. Why not? Right? Climate marcher. You could use the smiles. Well, I'm actually very smiley because honestly, this is the first day out of, every day is getting better from the 2 weeks of hell I went through. And every day's getting better. And maybe this will last a while, right? Maybe it could last a while. It would be nice. Hi, Zox. Stand up, people. Stand up and fight. I'm the troll too. How about we all just say, I'm the troll? But it was somebody that has collected this, comedic shit. I loved it. What are you talking about, Chris? Oh, no. I'm not going to bring that up. That's personal stuff, I guess, with emails and things. How are you, Kim? My Kimmy Kim. I really want Kim to come. Fiesta Cranberry. Hey, San Francisco in the house. Oh my God. This woman is the master gardener. I worship at Fiesta Cranberry's feet. She lives in a city, but she is a gardens and cans and oh my God, I love you. Mwah! She knows I love her. And known her for what, 2 years now? So online is per another person. If I ever get out west and I can make that trip again, no matter if I have to have a fucking walker or whatever, a wheelchair through the airport, because I am not getting any younger, I would love to do it and meet people one more time before I die and before the planet blows up or whatever the fuck's going to happen. There's so many of you. But unfortunately, I'm not a nomad, and I can't be ham-boned, and I can't do that kind of traveling. And I have a husband. It's hard enough to go to Karen's an hour and a half away. Well, Karen, we're going to have to do another one. Twitter people in pain. Just Shiva, Twitter people in pain will vote for Bernie if and when they see Medicare value in Medicare for all. And also having the understanding between not painting chronic pain patients that need medication as abusers and looking for drugs on the street and things like that. And that was what my other channel was about, but I couldn't keep up with it. And there's a lot of other activists out there in the chronic pain world, so they don't need me. I can barely keep up with this. It's already what, 23 minutes and I'm starting to move around and whatever. But it's fun having you guys here. I love it. It's like having company, which nobody ever comes over. And when people come over, it's okay. Unobstructed equality. Sandy's trolls use too many words. Really, they should just say, fuck you, you suck. Oh my God. And Ben says, I have to quote Thorstein, persona non grata. That was good. I just love all of you. Gosh, this is so good. Thank you. All right. So anyway, Lisa had to leave. She says she's getting out of here. She might have to go over to the Pumpkin Fest, or I might do it tomorrow. And we love you too, Lisa. Go over to Lisa's channel. She does a Sunday show. It's really a lot of fun. It's not doom. It's fun. And if you have nothing to do, it's a really fun time. It's just that I forget on Sundays, and I'm terrible because I don't want to forget on Sundays. Live the dream. That's a challenge for the patient and the prescriber. Don't I know it? I've lived in it. And because I don't really love the pain I have, the pain management I have, although I do have this. And, we could go into the whole cannabis thing, and I have this and it helps. And I hate these things because this is another thing. I could do a whole live stream on the fact that there's so much medical waste in this shit. I don't like it. In fact, I will for a second. I went to the clinic yesterday because I had doctor's appointments and I try to get everything done. And I go there and everything's disposable. It's really awful. And they tried to give me a disposable vape pen. And I said, no, I want to charge mine. It's less, and I gave the guy this whole ration of shit about the fact that it's too disposable, that we should be able to bring the bottles, you get the liquid bottles of drops, right? And, methadone freaking people, they bring their bottles back to the clinic. Why shouldn't the medical marijuana people take the glass bottles back and use them over, send them back, autoclave them, whatever? That's not dirty. But anyway, I don't mean to get off on this whole thing. Yes, Shiva, I do too. And I did since I was 14 years old. And it's just that right now I'm in the medical matrix and this is what I can have. And I'm lucky that I can afford this right now, but I'm thinking in about 2 months I won't. And Jesus, I could do so much today and talk to you about so much, but I'm going on 26 minutes and I like to keep mine to a half an hour because after that, it hurts. But when I go on with Chris, I don't know, the other night I ended up moving around a lot and staying on, but it was just so much fun. And the time just goes because there's more people. It's not just me. It's not just me. Ranter 7100 wants to play with my troll. I like pulling their arms and legs off. I think that's funny. This person actually, I mean, come on, boom, boom. They're like the Henny Youngman of climate change trolls, right? Or wait, I should use somebody, not George Carlin. Come on, guys, think of a comedian that's sort of everybody can understand. That would be cool. By the way, my daughter's birthday I missed. And so because I had all these doctor's appointments up in Buffalo and I had to do things, which it is what it is, right? My daughter lives up there and I sleep over. Well, for her birthday, we went to see Comedian. And she took me and it was Krish Mohan. And I'll put a link up. He's political, but he's hilarious. I've been following him for 2 years, and we've been talking online, and I've watched as he, has progressed. I got married, but he finally played in Buffalo, and my kid took me because she knew I wouldn't do this, and she drove me over there and all, and it was her birthday anyway. I mean, I hadn't seen her in 2 weeks, so it was great. She laughed so hard. 31. It was so wonderful to hear her belly laugh like that. It's just really great. And I laughed. And he was funny and the other comedians were funny. But Krish Mohan, he's political. I like not all the time. But he does some good stuff. He has a YouTube. I'll put the link in after. It was, I have not been anywhere. And it was really great to be with her. Yes, I have one child. I was in 1988. Who has proclaimed to me, and you all know, she proclaimed to me at 16, Mom, I'm not a breeder. And she's 31. And yes, bio, Jimmy Dory, like Krish does, he's very Jimmy Dory-like and politically similar. So it was very enjoyable. I liked it. And you know me, I am the person that looks at all of it. I don't stick to one genre. I watch a lot, In fact, I know that on Fox, I know Shep Smith left, and I know why. I know that Attorney General Barr met with Rupert Murdoch in Washington, in New York City, and then the next day, Shepard Smith leaves Fox TV because he's an open critic of Donald Trump. I keep up with things because if you don't, and you don't, how can I commentate on just climate change encompasses knowing what's going on in the world, knowing that we're committing genocide to the Turks, no, I mean to the Kurds, knowing that we're in a corruption that nothing I've ever seen, even with Bush and Cheney. And I lived through that, and I marched in DC, and I've always been an activist. In fact, it's very frustrating not to be able to be an activist with this, because I'd love to be out there with XR. Oh, Fiesta says she keeps telling people to grow poppies. You're back out there on that other yeah, talking about pain meds and stuff. Live the dream. Bob Dole. Oh boy, there's a name back of my young hood. Bob Dole. Yeah, but Bob Dole was nothing like the people that are so vicious and ugly now, you know? Bob Dole was like a goddamn centrist Democrat, for fuck's sake. Oh, yes. Yes. Who said it? Dave Chappelle bio says, yeah. Dave is good. Dave is good. Dave is good. Yes, genocide. Chris says genocide in Yemen and Palestine. And now in northern Syria. I mean, it just doesn't stop. And okay, I have a couple minutes left. I'm anti-war, but when you're going to do something, you need to do it right. And you just don't pull out, and you just don't leave allies alone. It's complicated, but what happened was wrong. And there's blood on our hands. I'm sorry. This is not a political stance. This is a humanist stance. And that's all I'm going to say on that. I want everybody to come home in the armed services, but the United States is not going to do that. Then they deployed troops to Saudi Arabia. So I'm sorry, it's a crock of shit. We are a militaristic country, and none of them is bringing anybody home. I'm sorry. They can do the rhetoric, and Donald Trump can sit there and say that we are not the world's policeman, but actions speak louder than words. What we are the authoritarian country policemen and the oil policemen and the fossil fuel policemen. We are corrupt to the core. Don't even get me started. So I'm going to say goodbye. And I didn't mean to get serious, but I'm sick over what's going on, quite frankly. Not as and I'm not going to take sides. It's not a side thing. It's a humanitarian thing. Just think of the animals over there. Oh, and there's a monsoon in Japan. Or what they've had incredible weather. It's just crazy. And you know what, Chris? Donald does what is best for Donald. And I will say that I miss Hambones Humpty when he used to do the Trump the Dumpty Hive or whatever when Trump first got elected, and then nobody actually took it up. And it was good because what was happening was talking about the policies that are fucking us worse. And it seems like every single policy is fucking us worse. So there you go. Now that I've depressed everyone. And I didn't mean to, and I see you're having a good talk about the Kurds. It is a complicated story, but it doesn't mean that these people deserve to be kicked out. I mean, it was just so fast. What do? You have to plan, and then you can't lie. And I'm tired of lying. And I don't like the military-industrial complex. It will have its money in the consequential pound of flesh. I know. I started out in a great mood. And then I think about all of this. Oh, wow. Bio says that Norwegian Socialist Left Party leader is hating on Trump for leaving Syria. Look, I want us to leave everywhere, but it's not happening like this. Do you hear about anywhere else in the world that the troops are leaving military bases that the United States has? No, you don't. Okay? We are always lied to. It's just that right now, what we're living in is a really bad, bad thing. And it's like the mob. It is what it is. And why is my email popping up on this screen? I have no idea. Climate Marcher says, we rallied with the Kurds and joined chants in 2014. Basil, you said something pretty good there, and I want to go back and find it. Basil, the natural progressive, sorry, the Kurds have always had the most secular government in the Middle East, but they were never given their own homeland after World War II when we carved it up. There you go. You know, we're ugly. Right now, we haven't been a good country in a long time. And it hurts me. Hi, Snork. Snork, he says, we just condemned a lot of children to death at our southern border, sending them back to wait for verdict on their entry to the U.S. Boy, we went from funny troll to serious shit, but it's been on my mind. It's been on my mind. I have really been upset. And of course, sitting here in my own little, life here, not being able to do a lot, you get upset. You read all the stuff and you hurt. And it's not just for the people, it's for the animals, the wildlife. War is ugly everywhere. War is ugly everywhere. Hey, let's change this a little bit because it's oh, moose, you're not there. Okay, Sandy, elk or moose? Well, baby, you know I'm going to pick moose. You know that. Okay. Well, guys, there's a lot. Hi, Torstein. You were going out in the blizzard? Is there a blizzard up there? I know there was a blizzard in Colorado. I think they went from like summer to winter in 18 hours. Boy, that's a whole thing. Moose Gal. What the Netflix documentary called Living Undocumented? That was I didn't see it. Something that looks like a good one to watch. It looks like a good one to watch. There is so much ugliness in the world, but so much beauty in this community. Chris, you couldn't have said it better. And I think that's a really, really good way to end because it is going on 38 minutes. And for me, that's long. I'm really happy you came. It was a good one. It was fun. And it was great to see you all. So everybody have a wonderful Saturday evening. And I don't know who else is on tonight, but I think I'm going to watch. And Ed, thank you, Ed. Ed comes over from Facebook. I have not learned how to do this, to, do Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Now, I don't know if I want to. That's a whole nother live stream. I'm really not happy with Facebook, but we have 12,600 followers. And over there, the people that work the Facebook, HCH, it's just, they're doing it. And so because I hate Mark Zuckerberg and what he's doing doesn't mean that maybe we're not getting through to people. So that's a hard one. Peace, everybody. Thank you for coming. Really, thank you. And hopefully we will have a state of the planet really soon. Good night.